the type of person that is easily triggered, easily bored. So what I really love is trying new things. So this morning I quickly brought Benjamin to school, said goodbye to Olaf and Jean-François who are working on the house again. And today I am going to try to make candles. So welcome to, well, the cave. I think the cave kind of properly describes this place. This is, so where in older days when this was a farmhouse and used as a farmhouse, people would store all the foods that would need to stay cool or cold. It's still a place where we store a lot of food, as you can see, but it's also the place where we store basically everything that doesn't fit into our house. We live in a 70 square meter small part of the house while we're making the holiday home, and when that's finished, we're going to start the renovation works on, well, what I call this part of the house. That also means that this entire space needs to be cleared out by spring, because that's when we're going to break all of this down. This will be a huge farmhouse kitchen. It's hard to imagine, but if you stay tuned and keep following me, I promise you'll see it's going to be beautiful. But I came in here today to find really nice bowls, sandstone bowls. I don't know, sandstone stoneware. It's really very traditional, especially for this region. I have an online web shop in French brocante. It's called French Vintage Style. I'll put a link down in the description. And I really like this type of stuff. Just really very rustic, farmhouse style. So I'm going to find my bowls now so we can start making the candles. Okay, let's see. This says Grès tea cups. Yes, I think I found them. Oh, actually, no, this is something else. This is very famous. Argoroc Rosaline. That would be nice as a candle as well. It's so nice to be going through these because I put this away. I've really carefully wrapped them and put them somewhere where they would be safe. Yes! Yes, that's it. Digoin, that's where they were made. Brown Grès bowls. This is Dutch. These are the boxes I prepared for a yard sale that I was going to do in the Netherlands that I had to cancel because of COVID. Oh my God, I was so organized. Look, look. Going back into the cold. Oh, I found them. So really, these are so, I think they're so beautiful. They're very simple. Very simple. But I don't know, I just think they've got something. So here you can also see that they vary in color. And here you can see let me see if this is a clear enough one. You can see it's stamped. So I think they actually go really well with the style that I have in mind for the house and also for our bed and breakfast rooms and our suites. It's just so, I can't even begin to tell you how wonderful it is to go to a thrift store. And here in France, it is nothing like the ones like the ones we had in the Netherlands. You never find anything, it's just ugly old stuff. And when you go, well, I know some of my friends are watching this and saying, so you mean this isn't ugly old stuff? Because they think this is ugly. Like one of my best friends, he always tells me, enjoy all your junk, all your trash. When I posted, my thrifting videos on our Dutch YouTube channel. My husband and I actually have a Dutch YouTube channel. And we film all the renovation works and everything. And I did some thrift, well, I call it brocante hunts actually. And then he says, enjoy all of your junk. YouTube will tell you everything. So I've learned from YouTube that I would need to fill two of these with these flakes. And then when it's all melted and you pour it in, that will be enough to fill one of those. Okay, I took my bowl out, and I guess I'd be happy if I'd be able to make two. But you know, I can do batches, of course, because you need to heat it in the bain-marie method. You put the flakes in here, you put this in a pan of hot water, and that's how it melts. So let's see how many we can do. I'm always so enthusiastic ordering 5 kilos of this, but you know, it's all, we don't have shops like around the corner like you would in the Netherlands, so. I can honestly only fit 2. But then we'll do a couple of batches, which is a really good idea because I see the fire is going out. So I need to get out to get wood. I'm so busy. So I've also bought these wicks, which is une mèche in French. And because I've done some research online, and I felt these were quite big. Like in my memory, they were quite big, and then when I just took them, I thought they're actually not as big as I thought. So I might have bought wicks that are too big. So let's be wise, Marloes, and only make 2 for now, so we can try out whether these burn right. Because what I understand is when the wick is too big, it will burn very quickly, and it will burn all the wax too quickly before the wick being burned all the way down. And when it's too small, it will not burn all the wax in your bowl or in your container. So I discovered there was a whole science to this that I didn't even know of. When I saw this on YouTube, I thought it was kind of weird, but I understood you can just take some tape and just stick them to the bottom of the containers. You just stick them to the middle of the bowl, which is not really the middle though. Let's try to do this more neatly. There you go. Okay, I'm a bit confused now because I've downloaded the description and it's all different from what I checked on and what I've researched before buying this. So I really don't know what temperature it needs to be. I have one of those thermometer things that Olaf uses actually to make jams, confiture en français. So I don't know. But then I always teach my boys, you gotta try new things. You must not be afraid to make mistakes. That's the only way you learn, to try new things, and when you're not afraid to make mistakes and doing it wrong. So I'm just gonna give it a go. I think I need to keep stirring, but I'm not sure. I really have no clue what I'm doing. Let's look at the temperature. It's about 60. I never promised anyone this would look like one of those fancy and slick videos from a real YouTuber, did I? I'm just someone trying new things. That's really starting to look good. So now the confusing thing is that the description says this needs to cool off to 25, which feels very cold. Now all we need is some stuff. Okay, so it's gone down to 30. There's no way I'm going to be able to pour this. That's going to be all over the place. Let's try one, okay? Just, Olaf's not here, so he doesn't see. So yeah, I put this paper here, so we're good, we're good. And now, putting on the clippy things to keep them in the middle. So, why does everything look so simple on YouTube? There we go. I've got this. Yes! Okay, but we need a third one. Let me go get one real quick. Let's heat it a bit. Mom, what do you think? I think I'm doing quite a good job. See, you didn't teach me this, Mom. You didn't teach me this. That's why I don't know how to do this. Or maybe you did, but I forgot. I'm actually just trying new things. I bought a whole set of aqua colors and pencils and paint and all kinds of stuff. Also for the boys, I said I just want to try new things and not be afraid that things need to be perfect, that they need to be beautiful, it doesn't need to be artistic, you know, it doesn't need to be anything. It's just, the only purpose of it, in my opinion, is that you're having a good time. I'm having a very good time doing this. And I know that if I, you know, do this more often, I'll get better at this. You know, that's how I've learned everything. Honestly, everything in my businesses, in life, in renovating a farmhouse in France, everything. So it's not always about the result. It's mostly about enjoying the process. Okay, I think we're done. We're just going to leave these to solidify, is that the word? And then I'm actually going to try a few things out. This looks funny. Trying a few things out to see how they will look, because I cannot wait to decorate the room. So Olivier and Jean-François and Olaf, so Olaf is my husband, Olivier and Jean-François are two builders that are helping us. They're really working their butts off. My parents are coming for Christmas and we really would love to welcome them in our house. And so we're trying to finish at least one room in the holiday cottage. I'm going to spend, I think, this weekend just going through all of my Polkante finds and trying to look at how I can decorate the room. It's just giving me so much inspiration. I was never very into home decorating, and then when I moved to France and I found all these beautiful, just all those beautiful items that you can find here. And then with a house like this, things look completely different. If you put them in a new built home like we had in the Netherlands, it looks like, oh, that's a bunch of old stuff, like my best friend says. But when you put them in a house like this with the right decor around it, it's amazing. But you need to have them sit for 48 hours before you can light them. That's very important, apparently. So we're gonna wait 48 hours. I'll need 48 hours to sort through all of my stuff in the cave that you just saw. And anyway, I'll show you how they came out.